A public defender is an attorney employed by the community and responsible for giving legal aid without cost to any person who seeks it and is financially unable to employ private counsel. It is his duty to defend those accused of crime until the issue is decided in a court of law. The first public defender's office in the United States was opened in January 1913. Over the years, other offices were opened. And today, that handful has grown to a network of lawyers cooperating to protect the rights of our clients. There's another side to the public defender's work: petty claims, hundreds every day, and often so bewildering to the people involved it can lead to serious crime. Just as his name implies, Big Eddie McGowan was a big man who worked on the high steel, who took 1,000 chances and never thought anything of it. There seemed nothing Eddie couldn't do. He bulged with muscle and with health for 32 years. Never a sick day in his life.
Hi, Eddie. How'd it go?
Goes good, Jono. But I'm sure glad this day's over.
Yeah, me too. Hey, stop off with me and I'll buy a beer.
Thanks. That's one you owe me. I've only got another 25 minutes to get some shopping done.
More presents for Greta and the girl?
Not this time. Getting some stuff for Eddie Jr.
Yeah? What kind?
You know, the kind of stuff that any American boy should have. Especially mine.
Mommy! Daddy's home.
Well, you go out and meet him, Kathy, will you? I'll be right out.
Hi, Daddy.
Hi, young lady.
What have you got there?
Got a few things for your brother. Where's your mother?
Hello, darling. Eddie, what did you buy out now?
You know that sporting goods store across the new building?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they got a big sale on. 50% off.
Well, what is it?
It's a catcher's mitt. Baseball glove.
Oh, and you think Eddie Jr. knows how to use it?
Prize fighters train on these things.
Oh, Ed. Well,
Where is the young man? Doesn't he want his presents?
he's in his room. Just had a bath. But I'll get him for you.
Go on, Slugger. Hey, remember what your old man told you? Thumb on the outside. Ah, that's good. Well, hiya, big guy.
Here we are.
Whoa! There's my baby. Hiya, honey. Hiya, honey.
Oh, Eddie, you are the biggest, most wonderful fool a boy ever could have for a father. And we love you for it. That was Oh, I'll get it.
Please let me go.
You stay here, young lady, and drink your milk.
Eddie, they're here.
Special delivery.
Oh, boy, have I been waiting for these. Eddie Jr.'s first shoes.
Oh.
They look like gold.
Well, they're bronze, honey, but this way they'll last forever.
What are you going to do with them?
Well, what do you think, kiddo? I'm going to hang them up in my car for luck. Your old man's not so old he can't be like them hot rodders.
Your husband's going to be all right, Mrs. McGowan. There's no question now.
Oh, are you sure? Are you?
But of course, these compound pelvic fractures respond slowly. They take time. Time and plenty of care.
Oh, I will take care of him, Doctor.
I'm sure of that. You must understand it'll be some time before he'll be able to walk again. He'll be in a wheelchair.
A wheelchair? Oh, no. Not my Eddie. should be happy today. After 5 weeks, you're back with your family again.
Where you can wait on me hand and foot.
Where we can wait on you hand and foot because we love you. And we want to help you get well.
Help? The man you married didn't need help. He could take care of you, himself, and 30 kids to boot.
Well, and you will again. Soon.
Soon enough, I suppose. But you said yourself the money was all gone.
We'll have money because, well, tomorrow I start looking for work.
You go to work?
Well, we'll just be exchanging jobs. While you stay home watching the children, I'll take over your job. And your little wife becomes, how do you say, the breadwinner.
No.
Oh, Eddie, but it won't be for good.
You work. What can you do?
Oh, when we first met in the old country, you were a GI, remember? Well, what was I doing then?
I know, but that was different. That was war work.
All right, so that was war work. But before that, like millions of others in Europe, I started working in factories when I was 12. Aren't you happy with your GI bride? Now, Eddie, remember what the doctor said about the lamp. It helps, so you be sure to use it.
$64, it should help.
Whatever it costs, it helps. And we didn't pay it all at once.
That money should have gone for clothes for the kids.
Oh, they're doing fine, Eddie. We all are.
Here, it's a quarter up. You'll miss your bus.
That's all we need. Come late, and Mr. Jason will deduct from my check.
A couple more weeks, we can both tell Jason to go jump.
All right. Bye.
Just a minute, Mrs. McGowan. This came for you yesterday afternoon, just after you left.
A garnishment, Mr. Jason? What does it mean?
It means you don't pay your bills. Your paycheck's been attached. That's what it means. And I don't like it.
We don't pay our bills. Oh, no, sir. I telephoned everybody after Eddie was hurt, and I told him.
I haven't time for excuses. Get this thing fixed up, or rest.
No telling what might have happened if a fellow worker hadn't told Greta of her rights and about the public defender. In spite of her deep-seated mistrust of anything to do with the law, despite her own panic and confusion, Greta joined the dozens of others sitting, waiting to tell problems equally as alarming to an understanding deputy. 3 times as many each year come to the public defender because of civil suits as come because of some crime. It was my good fortune to get the McGowan case. And it was in my office that I first met Greta and heard her story.
What do you want me to do now, Mr. Matthews?
Go back to work. And once we've checked the obligations you've given me and the other information, I don't think we'll have any trouble getting a court order releasing your check because of hardship.
Please, Mr. Matthews, you'll find out I tell you the truth. The day after Eddie has his accident, I call everyone. I tell them we pay. Pay slow, maybe, but we pay. And then this.
Whatever you do, don't worry. I will go to work at once, and you'll be hearing from us, well, tomorrow morning if everything goes all right.
Mr. Matthews.
I haven't seen a woman that frightened since my first year on the bench, Bart.
That was a long time ago, wasn't it? You know, I'm sure glad that you came with us when you retired, Judge.
Thanks. Never mind me. What about that poor soul?
Oh, a couple of kids. Husband had a bad auto accident, can't work. She took a job to help pay the bills, and boom, someone slaps an attachment on her paycheck.
Can I help?
You sure can. Go over these bills, will you? They're the usual things. And if what she says is true, get Judge Bowen to sign a court order releasing her check.
Mm-hmm.
And do it fast, will you, Judge, before it's too late?
I'd like to see Mr. Jason, please.
I'm Leo Jason. Is there anything I can do for you?
Well, I'd like to see Mrs. McGowan for just a minute, if it's all right with you, sir.
Mrs. McGowan doesn't work here anymore.
Oh, something wrong?
Plenty wrong. I can't give jobs to people who can't pay their bills. I don't hire deadbeats.
I see. I suppose you took the time to find out why she owes the few dollars she does?
I'm not running a kindergarten here. I pay my bills without making any excuses. Hard cash on the barrelhead.
But being in business, if you happen to run a little bit short, there's a bank to tide you over.
A bank? I have 3 banks. I've got credit because I pay my bills.
Mr. Jason, fortunately, there are very few narrow-minded bigots like you in business. Men who create the little situations, situations which can turn into the big situations. Situations which keep me and my staff working day and night.
Keep you working? Say, who are you anyway, talking so big?
The public defender of this county, Mr. Jason. Mrs. McGowan's attorney. Now, here's an order from the court releasing her check. And if I were in your place, Mr. Jason, I'd turn it over fast. Because I might lose my temper. Hello. I'm looking for a Mrs. McGowan. Do you know where she lives?
Oh, that's my mommy. I'm Cassie McGowan.
Well, I'm pleased to meet you, Kathy. Is your mom at home?
Oh, no. She won't be home for hours and hours. She works, you know.
Oh, I didn't know. Do you know where she's working?
Same place she's worked since Daddy came home from the hospital.
The same place? Do you know the name of the company where she works?
Uh-huh. The Jason Electric Company.
Thank you, Kathy. I was disturbed by what little Kathy had told me. I wondered why Mrs. McGowan had not told her family the truth. So I decided to come back and see Greta alone. It's almost bus time, baby. Old man Jason will dock you if you're late, you know.
I'd like to see him try.
Is there anything wrong with you the last few days or something?
Why, no. Nothing. Eddie, I left the baby in the playpen, and there's some soup I made. I put it in the icebox. Well, I'll see you tonight.
What's wrong with Mommy? She never left without kissing us before.
Please, Mr. Matthews, I can't tell my husband. He mustn't know I was let go.
But what do you do with your time all day? Where do you go?
Where? Out looking for another job. Where else would I go?
Have you found any?
Found? Yes. 3 places I could have worked. And then, when they asked for references and called Mr. Jason, well...
Is that your husband watching us?
Oh, he's seen us. Now, what am I going to tell him?
Just what you should have told him before, the truth. Now, here's the court order and the check. Now, you go on inside and tell him exactly what happened.
No, I can't, Mr. Matthews. I just can't.
Well, if you can't, with your permission, I can. Now, come on, Mrs. McGowan. The sooner, the better. I ought to go down and clean all of them out.
Oh, Eddie, please. I'll find something else.
Just once. That's all I want, just one crack at them. I know how you feel right now. But as your wife said, it's all over. And besides, she will find something else, something better. Fat chance with Jason lying about us. Oh, I don't know. It could be that I might find someone who won't care what Jason says or does. Don't bother, Matthews. We aren't taking charity yet. Believe me, I didn't suggest it as charity. No. Thanks just the same. You've done enough for us already. Well, if there's anything I can do, anything at all, you know where to reach me.
Mr. Matthews, even if I knew the proper words, well, never could I thank you enough. Never.
Remember anything at all. Where do you think you're going?
Well, out the same place I went before. Out to look for another job.
Oh, Earl, you've known me long enough to know that I don't go around asking favors.
Just name it, Bart, and if it isn't impossible, you're in.
Well, it's a job, Earl, a real hardship case. A woman with a couple of youngsters, a husband who can't work, and a line of creditors halfway around the block.
Oh? Any experience in our line?
Yeah, some. She was just fired by Jason because someone wouldn't wait and slapped an attachment on her paycheck.
Leo Jason let a woman go for that?
Oh, that's right. How do you know Jason?
Know him. Practically started him in business. Still furnishes us around 50 or 60,000 in small parts a year.
Oh, well, in that case, maybe you won't want to give Mrs. McGowan a job. Might be a little embarrassing.
Don't worry about that. You tell your Mrs. McGowan to be here tomorrow morning at 9. Ask for me personally. She's got a job as long as she wants it.
See, I can't even begin to thank you, Earl.
Forget it, Bart. I'm delighted I can help. Bye. Lucy, get me Leo Jason on the phone. I've got some news for him.
One of her creditors, one outfit they owed $14 to, flatly refused to wait. So, after going back 2 or 3 times, well, I paid it myself. You know, sort of advanced it for Greta.
How soft-hearted can you get?
Is there anybody home?
What do you think? I stole this when nobody was watching?
Yeah, what is it? Yeah, what can I do for you?
Is, Mrs. McGowan home?
No. Is there something I can do? I'm the better half.
Oh. Well, maybe there's something I can do for you, Mr. McGowan.
Oh, and what is it you think you can do for us, Mr.
Jason. Leo Jason.
You're Jason and you have the gall to come here?
Look, McGowan, I don't know how she did it, but that double-crossing wife of yours just cost me $55,000 worth of business a year.
Jason, I don't like your language. I don't like you. And I couldn't care less if you lost $1 million worth of business a day.
Look, I'm trying to be nice. But if you're going to act like this, I may forget I'm a gentleman.
Jason, if I were you, I'd get out of here.
And, you going to make me?
What do you want?
McGowan, you have till 5 o'clock this afternoon to have your wife go down and tell Earl Tyler that I didn't fire her. She quit. And get me back his business.
Oh. And that's all you want. But you did fire her. You did, didn't you?
Let's just say I laid her off for a couple of days. She can have her job back again tomorrow morning.
Oh, no. You fired her. You called her a deadbeat. And, mister, if you think because you lost a few bucks, Greta's gonna come crawling and lie for you, you've got a lot to learn. A lot to learn.
Look, you better take my advice and do as I tell you.
And what'll happen if I don't?
I'll tell you what'll happen. I've got a lot of friends in this town, in the building business. And I was just talking to some of them before I came out here. And unless I get Earl Tyler's business back, you'll never work in this county again. Well, do I have to draw you a blueprint?
No. You don't have to do anything. You've done everything already.
All right. Then don't have your wife go down and square things with Tyler. And you'll find out I'm not bluffing.
A little out of your territory, aren't you, Jason?
No, I was just inside seeing Mrs.
Hi, Eddie. It's good to see you out of that wheelchair. Go on, get out of here. Get out of the way, Matthews.
You're not being very hospitable to a guy who's bringing you good news.
Step aside, Matthews. Give us a break.
He's gone, Eddie. All right, come on.
Let you and I go inside, Eddie.
Well, Doc, I wouldn't believe it if I didn't see it.
It means Eddie can go back to work now?
I should say in a couple of weeks at the outside.
Pretty good for a physical wreck, huh?
Well, I'll be on my way.
Hello, Doctor. Well, I didn't know I was breaking in on a family celebration.
Congratulations, Matthews. Between you and Eddie, you've done a great job. Keep it up, Eddie.
So long, Doc, and thanks.
Bye, Doc.
What do you got there, Counselor? Your bill?
No, this is something for you, Eddie. That is, if you'll make a trade with me.
Trade? Sure, but what have I got that you'd want?
Well, wonderful wife, great family. But I know you wouldn't give them up. You can have these for Eddie Jr. if I can have something that I've always wanted.
Well, what's that?
A Colt 45 service automatic. Now, Big Eddie McGowan is back working on the job he loves, for the family he loves. The case you have just seen was brought to a fair and just conclusion through the efforts of a public defender. Tonight, Philip Morris salutes Public Defender Edward B. Dittmeyer, Adams County, Quincy, Illinois, and his staff for outstanding achievement in the cause of justice.